Let's see who else wants to chat. Why don't we go to the 404 area code? Caller from 404. What's going on with you today?
Hi, David. This is Jeff from Atlanta. How you doing?
Good. Go ahead.
I was calling if you could to see if you could clarify
hmm
what you mean about those on the left who aren't convinced of the Trump-Russia story.
Let me see if I can clarify what you want me to clarify. What do you want me to clarify what I mean by the
You said there's a microcosm on the left of people
microcosm?
who don't. You said this before, but maybe I'm misquoting you.
Oh, like that
You
there's
said
people,
that
there's a contingent of the left that doesn't think there's any Trump Russia story.
yes,
Right.
and why you feel that way?
Why do I feel that there is a contingent, or why do I feel that they believe that? I'm not understanding.
Why do you feel they believe that?
Oh, well, it depends. I mean, as I've talked about before, some people on the left see the Trump Russia story as inextricably tied to the strength of the Hillary and Bernie candidacies. So there are people on the left who feel as though if they acknowledge that there's clearly something going on with Trump and Russia, that it sort of excuses Hillary Clinton's loss or makes it seem as though Bernie is not as strong of a candidate. I reject that, right? But I think that there are people on the left who believe that and thus feel compelled to say there's no Trump Russia story.
Okay, well, I can understand that. But as someone who does not really go along with the Trump Russia story, maybe there isn't. My opinion is that instead of talking about, the media has taken Russia and talked about it ad nauseum. Instead of talking about Medicare for all, raising the minimum wage, climate change, real issues. Now, sure, this is a very important issue with the
Yeah.
Trump Russia story, but I feel that they are using it to present to keep from talking about the progressive agenda that people on the left want to push.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, listen, Jeff, here's the
and
thing. Hold on. Was corporate media by and large talking about those issues before the Trump Russia story? Because I've been saying on the program for 10 years that corporate media doesn't talk about that stuff. So I agree with you. Corporate media generally doesn't talk about those important issues. We talk about them here, but that's been going on for as long as I've been doing the show. I don't think it has anything to do with Trump Russia, unless you can sort of prove me
well,
otherwise.
if you think about it, the Trump Russia story in a way has led to the Adpocalypse on YouTube, because there are people like you out there, people like Secular Talk, people like the Humanist Report and Jimmy Dore out there trying to set people straight. And Adpocalypse comes along. In fact, everyone who's trying to, whether you're on the left or the right, if you're not parroting the corporate media narrative, they will demonetize you. And
Hey, Jeff, hold
you
on a second.
were
Hold on a second. What evidence do you have that it's one's position on issues that will get you demonetized? Because I've not experienced that. And you also said that the Trump Russia story led to YouTube Adpocalypse. I've not heard that before. What evidence do you have to support that?
well. Let's see here. I've seen multiple videos from like Jimmy Dore and Kyle Lindsey of Sector Talk talking about their demonetization and how their videos are being demonetized,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And then I hear like people like Steven Crowder, who I really don't like, but I listen to him to get the other side. He's also being demonetized. So it seems like anyone who's putting out politics on YouTube, YouTube is demonetizing them.
Okay,
Whether
but what
they
does that have
are
to do
on
with
the
Trump
left or
Russia?
the
You said Trump Russia caused Adpocalypse. How?
absolutely, because there is this because of the Russian troll farms and people posting on Facebook and other social media sites, it's kind of led to a crackdown of independent media, because you could be a Russian troll, and so we're going to have to
Yeah, but Jeff, I hate to
curtail.
interrupt you, but there's no evidence of that whatsoever. I mean, I don't know anyone who's been more wrapped up in Adpocalypse than I have, and there's absolutely, unless you can cite evidence other than you've just heard about some videos being demonetized contemporaneously with when Russian trolls have been an issue, I don't know of anything that connects those issues.
Well, it just seemed maybe like a strange coincidence then, because um, after the Hillary lost the election, you know, first few months of 2017, those out there promoting a certain point of view or an agenda are being demonetized.
Yeah, but Jeff, hold on a second. So you know what? Around the time that demonetization hit, that Adpocalypse hit, Donald Trump announced he wanted transgender people out of the military. Coincidence, right? At the exact same time Trump wants trans people out of the military, I get demonetized. Are they connected?
Well, no, but
Right.
I can see where but that, if you look at it from a larger perspective, is trying to suppress independent media and then using the Russian troll farm as an excuse to.
But it's not been used as an excuse. It's just not been used as an excuse. Jeff, I got to run, but there's just no evidence for what you're saying. I'm right in there in criticizing what's taken place with demonetization, but I don't know of anything that connects it to the things you're pointing out.